care so much, it hurts, huh? It's the little things that make your stay awesome, like free breakfast and pancake technology that I'm pretty sure we stole from the space program. One button, hot pancake. Total victory!
Meet Mary. She loves to shop online with her debit card. And so does Bill, an identity thief who stole Mary's identity and took her hard-earned money. LifeLock's proactive identity theft protection helps guard your social security number, your money, and your credit. Call now and get 60 days of LifeLock identity theft protection, risk-free. Use promo code ACTNOW and get this document shredder free. Call 1-800-LifeLock. That's 1-800-LifeLock.
Here's to the explorers, those diagnosed with cancer who explore their treatment options by getting a comprehensive second opinion at Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Call today or go online to schedule your second opinion here. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Anthony Bourdain sheds light on Ethiopia.
This is sort of a guy thing. The breaking major roles here.
Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown, Ethiopia. Sunday at 9 Eastern and Pacific on CNN.
Addiction. There was a day when the word addiction was just another word. If you're battling addiction, it's not easy to ask for help. It's hard to admit you really need it. Call End Addiction. Call and connect with representatives from a treatment center or rehab facility. Call End Addiction.
1-800-540-7834.
Some insurance plans help pay for the cost of treatment. Be sure to check your policy and call your agent to see if you're covered. It's not easy to talk about your addictions or those of someone you care about. It's hard for you to experience, and it's hard for them to watch. The first step to ending addiction starts with one free, private, and no-obligation call. Addiction. There can be a day when the word is just another word again. Your life is not over. There are things you still need to do. The first thing is to call and end addiction.
1-800-540-7834. 1-800-540-7834.
Anderson Cooper 360. Tomorrow night at 8 Eastern on CNN.
It's just gone 10:30 on a Tuesday night here in Los Angeles, and you are watching CNN Newsroom. I'm John Paws. We'll check the headlines. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon is on a surprise visit to the Middle East. He is imploring Israelis and Palestinians to stop the spiraling violence. Man is set to meet with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas in just a few hours. On Tuesday, he met with Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu. Canada's newly elected Prime Minister-designate spoke by phone with US President Barack Obama. Justin Trudeau and the President agreed to deepen already strong ties between the two countries, but Mr. Trudeau also made it clear he will pull Canadian fighter jets out of the fight with ISIS. U.S. Republican Congressman Paul Ryan says he's willing to replace John Boehner, the retiring Speaker of the House of Representatives, but first, he wants the support of three key groups within the party. Mr. Ryan also wants to make it harder to overthrow a sitting Speaker. He says he'll make a final decision within the week. Hong Kong has long been suspected of playing a major role in the illegal smuggling of ivory between Africa and China. And now there's a new undercover video showing Hong Kong's ivory traders offering illegal sales and getting around those legal restrictions. Senior international correspondent Ivan Watson joins us now live from Hong Kong with more of this. And Ivan, really, Hong Kong is often seen as a weakly king globally in so many ways.
That's right. I mean, it's important to note that earlier this week, Britain's Prince William issued a speech in which he warned that at the current rates of killing, the wild African elephant could be extinct on the African continent within a generation. And of course, the poachers are going after that very valuable elephant ivory tusk, which is illegal to be traded across borders. What many people may not know is that ivory is bought and sold openly here in hundreds of shops, licensed shops in Hong Kong. A long investigation by a nature conservancy group has concluded with the accusation that at least some of these ivory traders may be involved in smuggling illegal poached ivory.
Ivory for sale. Giant elephant tusks, some as tall as a grown man, on display in shops across Hong Kong. Ornately carved with drills in backroom workshops, luxury items that have long been coveted in places like China. There are hundreds of licensed ivory dealers here in Hong Kong, like this store here, and they all say they sell ivory from stockpiles of elephant tusk that existed before the international sale of ivory was banned in 1989. But a year-long investigation by the nature conservancy group Wild Aid suggests some Hong Kong traders are cheating the system.
What does this video tell you?
The legal trade of ivory in Hong Kong is masking an illegal trade.
Hours of video filmed on hidden cameras obtained by Wild Aid and shared with CNN include this clip, which appears to show a Hong Kong ivory dealer boasting how easy it is to launder ivory by swapping legal pre-1989 elephant tusk for freshly poached ivory smuggled in from Africa. In a separate video, a merchant offers to get fresh shipments of ivory from Africa. Africa is struggling with an epidemic of elephant poaching. Hunters kill tens of thousands of wild African elephants every year. The government in mainland China, long one of the world's largest markets for ivory, has been cracking down on ivory smuggling. Last month, the U.S. and Chinese presidents announced plans to stop the domestic commercial trade of ivory. Authorities in Hong Kong tell CNN they're also cracking down, seizing 16.7 tons of smuggled ivory in the last 3 years, and introducing a more sophisticated tracking system to better regulate the sale of legal ivory. But one local lawmaker wants to shut down ivory sales altogether.
If we can stop the selling in Hong Kong, we can cut off the demand side, and then while we can stop the buying, we can stop the killing too.
At current rates of poaching, activists fear the largest living mammal to walk the earth could be extinct within a generation.
If we don't stop it, fast enough or soon enough, what will happen is you and me have to tell our next generation, our kids, once upon a time, there are, elephants on Earth.
Some school children in Hong Kong have joined the campaign against the ivory trade. A Hong Kong University poll shows a majority of people surveyed here support a ban of ivory sales. But it could take years before such a ban is put in place. Precious time for Africa's dwindling elephant population.
John, we reached out to the Hong Kong government for comment about some of these allegations and received a response from Hong Kong's Agriculture, Fisheries and Conservation Department, which insisted that they've taken serious measures to try to crack down on possible smuggling, such as conducting a stock check of all licensed ivory in the city, carrying out surprise inspections of licensed ivory shops, and introducing a marking system of a tamper-proof hologram to track ivory. For those, again, who are urging that Hong Kong impose a complete ban on the domestic trade of ivory in Hong Kong, such as the ban that was discussed by the Chinese and American presidents just last month for their own territories. Well, legislators here say it would be at least a year before such a plan would be on the table before lawmakers, and it could take much longer before that could be put in place. John.
Sounds like they're stalling. I have a depressing but important report. Thank you very much. The downpour from Typhoon Koppu is finally over in the Philippines. Disaster officials say it killed at least 26 people, while forcing more than 100,000 others into shelters. The storm lingered over the island nation for days, bringing flooding, strong winds, as well as landslides. Residents are now starting the cleanup. Officials say the damage could exceed $100 million. And the storm brought some of the heaviest rainfall ever from the Philippines. Meteorologist Pedram Javaheri is with us now with more on that. So when we're talking a lot of rain for the Philippines, we're talking a lot of rain.
Yeah, you know, they've seen plenty of storms, right? On the order of 15 to 20 every single year, and never before have we seen the amount of rainfall that has come down across some of these observation points. In fact, northern Luzon, you go 1,300 millimeters in a 24-hour period. That is 52 inches of rainfall, and about 28 inches of it comes down in about a 12-hour period. We're verifying these records. If this is the case from these automated gauges that have been very accurate with previous storms, we're talking about, again, the wettest single event across portions of the Philippines, with hundreds and hundreds of storms in recent decades across this region. In fact, when you talk about that much rainfall, 1,300 millimeters, 72 inches, you leave portions of Luzon, go all the way out to the island of Reunion, sitting east of Madagascar. This, you open the weather record books if you're curious where the wettest location on our planet is, right there in Reunion. We've had rainfall observations from Cyclone Denise back in 1966 of 72 inches coming down in 24 hours, and in 12 hours, 45 inches of rainfall coming down over this region. So again, impressive storm system over this area that has brought tremendous rainfall. That's where they need it, across the state of Texas. Take a look at this. We've had severe drought across parts of Texas. Some 14 million people dealing with drought across this part of the United States. We're watching some changes in the forecast. Some tropical moisture surging up towards the state of Texas. In fact, rainfall over this region, very impressive even in its own right here. You take a look at some of the models, indications of possibly 10 or more inches throughout the next couple of days around Corpus Christi, with some tropical moisture interacting with a trough in place. Around Dallas, Fort Worth area, and poised northward towards Denton, Texas. 6 to 10 inches of rainfall possible. Certainly a flooding concern over that region of Texas, while to the east, it has been extreme heat in place. And in fact, you take a look at New York City, John, 36 degrees. That's about 2 Celsius if you're watching us across the United States. 2 Celsius on Monday morning. Well, look what happened in the past couple of days. Up to about 70 and then 72 degrees. That is the forecast high temperature, going from near freezing into the 70s in a couple days' time. So it is that time of year in the autumn season where you see this seesaw battle in the temperatures, John.
Yeah, it's wacky when it does that.
Okay, not in California though, right?
It's perfect one day, beautiful the next. Okay, thanks, Pedro. A short break here. When we come back, we will go back to the future to see what the classic sci-fi movie predicted for 2015, what it got right, and where it
Some cashback cards love to overcomplicate things, like limiting where you earn bonus cashback. Why put up with that? But the Quicksilver card from Capital One likes to keep it simple. Real simple. I'm talking easy, like a walk in the park, nothing to worry about. Man, that feels good simple. Quicksilver earns you unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, every week. It's a simple question. What's in your wallet?
What's it like to be the boss of you?
Pretty great. How about a 10% raise? How about 20? How about done? That's the kind of control I like.
And that's what they give me at National Car Rental. I can choose any car in the aisle I want, without having to ask anyone. Who better to be the boss of you than me? I mean, you. Us.
Go National. Go like a pro.
Can a business have a mind? A subconscious? A knack for predicting the future? Reflexes faster than the speed of thought? Can a business have a spirit? Can a business have a soul? Can a business be alive?
When you win over 1,800 TripAdvisor Certificates of Excellence, U.S. News and World Report Loyalty Awards, and AAA Hotel Partner of the Year 6 times, you do a victory dance.
Stay 2 separate times to get a $25 gift card. Book now at bestlastern.com.
Anthony Bourdain sheds light on Ethiopia.
This is sort of guy thing. Break major rules here.
Anthony Bourdain parts unknown Ethiopia. Sunday at 9 Eastern and Pacific on CNN.
If anyone depends on you, listen to this important message. 3 out of 4 Americans know they need life insurance, and many who have it know they don't have enough. Sound like you? How would your family get by without you? Would they lose their home or their dreams of a good education? They don't have to. You can guarantee those you love $200,000, $500,000, $750,000 or more with life insurance through AIG Direct. We're part of AIG, one of the world's largest insurance organizations, and we'll help you get more for your money, up to 70% more. Just look, less than $14 a month buys a 40-year-old man a $250,000 term life policy. That's up to 3 times what you can get from other companies for the same price. No wonder millions of people worldwide rely on AIG companies. The call is free, the quote is free, and there's no obligation. Get the protection your family needs through AIG Direct, a leader in insurance.